What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today, first of all, again, we're going to do this every day. If you haven't already, do me a favor. Go over to Food and Fallons. For some reason, a lot of people don't understand what the last word when I say Food and Fallons. Food and Fallons. Subscribe to the channel. We haven't put out anything new over there because we're putting some stuff together. You know, it's funny how people are still doubting when we talk about $1 million moves, but stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Just stay tuned. Now, another thing I want to address. I've been bringing videos over from my small channel. These are old videos. On my small channel, I have 10,000 subscribers. On this channel, I have 40, right? So that means there's 30,000 people that haven't seen them, right? The small channel, YouTube, for whatever reason, is choking that. They're strangling that channel. I have problems monetizing any videos over there. And it just became frustrating. So I said, you know what, let me bring some of the videos from the small channel to the big channel. So that's what's been happening. And people are like, oh, you're running out of content, which is funny. It's fine. But there's a lot of people that haven't seen those videos and they're seeing them now and they're enjoying them. So I appreciate that. Now, today's video is it's another one of my, it's a glimpse. Hold on, let me turn my phone off because my prima's texting right now. Oh yeah, they're about to go. That phone is about to be beeping. But this is another one of those videos, another glimpse at prison life. And for those of you, this is, probably more directed at the youngsters, right? But for those of you that don't like being told what to do and you think that jail is part of your program, like a lot of us did, majority of us did, I know in my era, pretty much everybody that was banging, especially if you went to YA, you knew there was no doubt in your mind you're going to the joint. That's expected. That was like a badge of honor, right? In your mind then, now we know that is not a badge of honor. That's just something we fucking went through because we're making stupid decisions, right? And hopefully we are on the right path and we're doing the right things. But getting to the story, I'm going to say the dude's name. I'm not going to say where he's from. If he's still alive, he's going to know who he is when he hears this story. So I remember being on a yard and it was Sea Yard in New Folsom. And Sea Yard in New Folsom has the main laundry, the main kitchen. It's got a lot of stuff going on, right? And there was a certain homie named Jojo. I like Jojo. Jojo would fucking crack me up. Every time I would talk to him, he was funny as hell. Eh? Unfortunately, he did not like my right-hand man, okay? And my right-hand man did not like him. So there was always a little bit of friction there, right? And Jojo liked to drink. Being in the main kitchen, you have access to a lot of stuff, right? All right. I had to pause that for a second. Being in the main kitchen, you have access to a lot of stuff. And so Jojo would make wine in the kitchen. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, when we have a place like that, like we have somebody assigned for us that we assign. Every group I'm sure does the same thing. I don't know. But we have somebody in there to where that dude's my eyes and ears in there. That's his responsibility. I want him to keep an eye and keep tabs on everybody in the main kitchen. Any homies being out of line, being disrespectful towards camaradas or anybody else, I need to know that ASAP, right? And that'll be the same for in the laundry and, whatever. So, again, Jojo was older than me. Big old fucking whip, right? And he would make wine in there. Well, like everything in California prisons, there's going to be areas where, the raza are in this area, and the whites are in this area, and the others in that area, and the Crips in that area, so on and so forth, right? Well, apparently, because, he was told, like, hey, homie, if you're going to be making pisto in here, it better not smell up the area and bring heat to the spot. Because, the homies have weapons stashed. You're always going to have weaponry. Always. You're going to always have weaponry around you. And if not weaponry already done, you're also going to have weapons stock that you're breaking down, your stash, just the regular things, right? So you don't want to bring heat. So what this fucking jackass was doing is he would put a batch together and he would go hide it in the spot where the blacks would hang out in the kitchen, right? So the homie that I have keeping an eye on the main kitchen gets at me, right? And he's like, hey, homie, JoJo's fucking up, man. I said, what's happening? He goes, he's coming to work. This is before he saw that, right? He's like, hey, JoJo's fucking up, homie. And I said, what's up? And he goes, he's showing up to work drunk. Now, we had a rule there in place. You cannot come out of your cell under the influence. Mainly it was alcohol. If you had been drinking, if you smoked some weed, we weren't tripping. If you did some carga, we're not really tripping. But if you were drunk, stay your ass in the cell. Because, a lot of guys, especially when you're still caught up in your criminality, they don't know how to handle their liquor. And it could turn into a fucking riot immediately. You know what I mean? Because your stupid ass got drunk. So I used to tell Vatos, hey, listen, you can't come out of the cell drunk. You can't be at Hollywood drunk, right? If you have a fucking 7 o'clock call and you have a batch or you have some white lightning in your cell, you ain't drinking till 7:15 when your phone call's over. If you drink before it, you better skip that phone call. Now, but like I told you before, we can only tell people, hey, this is what we expect of you. As a man, you're going to do what you're going to do, and then we're going to do what we got to do, right? So, there would be times when bottles would come out of their cell and they were pedo, but we don't know that. They go, they make their phone call, and they go in. If we find out, then we're going to get on them. So the homie's like, hey, JoJo's fucking at work, all drunk, this and this and that. Whoa, whoa. And so I asked some other homies, hey, Holmes, you work with JoJo, right? How's he been in there? So it was really 2 dudes, eh? Or was it 3? But it was a couple dudes, and they were just complaining about this vato, right? Man, he's disrespectful. He's this, he's that. So I said, all right. I said, hold up then. JoJo was on the yard. I got you guys right here. I said, hey, JoJo, come here, Holmes. And these vatos' faces were like, oh, shit. I called him over. I said, what's up, homie? How's everything going at work? And he's like, oh, it's cool, homie. Why? What's going on? And he's looking at them like, fucking vatos, what are you, he doesn't say it, but you could tell he's looking at him like, what are you vatos talking about me? And basically, I gave an opportunity for everyone to state what was on their mind, what was going on. And they cheesed up. I said, hey, is there any problems in there? Anybody see anything in there that I need to know about and this and that? And they were like, nah, everything's feeding me back there. And I go, oh, hey, Spencer, JoJo, let me talk to these guys real quick. And when he walked off, I told him, listen, I gave you guys an opportunity to say something. He can't do nothing to you. Like, excuse me, I gave you an opportunity to raise an issue in front of him so we can take care of the issue. And you vatos didn't say shit. I said, I don't want to ever hear nothing from you vatos again. Don't speak on JoJo. So they were like, damn, hey, well, I was like, I don't care. Like, that was your opportunity, Holmes. You vatos are supposed to say it in front of him. When I bring somebody like that, we're putting it on the table. So now, getting back to this fucking dude, man. JoJo was a nut. Him stashing pisto in the blacks area. So I get made aware of it. Not only from the homie I have looking out, but from one of the blacks themselves. They're like, hey, man, come on, we're trying to keep it respectful around here, and we got your boy, putting shit over there. We don't know how long he's been doing it, but we caught him, and he had a little attitude on him. I don't know if he was drunk already. So I was like, all right, Holmes, we'll take care of it. I don't know why we made the decision we made. I think it was just because Jojo was cool. He was an older cat. He didn't, but we're going to get to the decision that we made on him, right? So it was me and my right-hand man. Remember, Jojo and this dude do not like each other. And when we called him over to talk to him, there was immediate friction between the two of them. And so I had to kind of like take over the discussion, right? And I asked him, I said, hey, Holmes, are you drinking at work? And he was like, nah, I'm not drinking at work. Why? I said, because we're getting complaints that you're drinking at work and you have a little attitude on you, this and that. He's like, fuck these vatos. Call them over here. I said, we ain't going to do all that. I said, the thing that's more important is this, eh? Are you making pisto in there and stashing it in the blacks area? And he was like, nah, this, So he did this big old thing, and so I just cut him off, and I said, look, this is what we're going to do for you, homie. You can't drink on this yard no more. And he was like, what? Homie, I'm a grown-ass man. I said, listen, I'm asking you not to drink on the yard. You can bounce. You want to drink? Go and drink, Holmes. Go. I'm just asking you right now. We're both asking you not to drink again on this yard until we tell you that you can. And he's like, hey, Holmes, look, I'm a grown-ass man. And he walked away, right? And me and the homie, like, looked at each other like we gave him a chance. The vato probably got 5 feet away, stopped, spun back around. He's like, hold up, homie, hold up. Hey, just let me know when I can drink again, right? And we're like, yeah, that was a very good decision. He goes, no, I already know you guys, eh? Like, he goes, you're asking me if I drink. He goes, these fucking vatos are going to tell on me this and this and that. And I don't remember, but I think it was about 2 or 3 months, man. He would come once a week. Hey, homie, can I drink? No, you can't. He's like, fuck. All right, Holmes. All right, I respect that. And again, this dude was older than me, been around longer than me, but that's why he should have known better. And this isn't an isolated incident. If right now you're listening to this video and you think like, I don't like when my lady tells me something, or I don't like when my mom tells me something, or whoever the fuck, your boss, whoever it is, do not think that if you ever wind up in the joint that you're not going to have people telling you what to do there. It's a whole lot worse once you get in there. Because like I keep hammering it in, you as an individual mean nothing. You're replaceable. Think of all the county jails and all the vatos waiting to be transferred to take your bunk. You're interchangeable. Doesn't matter how down you are, how smart you are. When you look at prison and when you see even legends fall off, get whacked, it should open your eyes, eh? You as an individual mean nothing. The program's always the biggest thing. And so if you're out there making poor decisions, horrible decisions, and still blaming other people, you're on your way. And unlike you're out here when you break or you don't want to listen to somebody at work and you get a write-up, or you don't want to listen to your mom or whatever and you get grounded, or whatever it is out here, whatever the punishment is out here, it ain't shit compared to the punishments in there. They're quick, they're brutal, they're bloody, and they're violent. So that's just another one for you guys. I'm happy to put a new one out for you guys. There still will be videos coming from the old channel. Bear with me. If you've already seen them, you don't have to watch them again. Just understand, they're strangling that channel, and I got to do what I got to do to bring stuff over here. And I'm still going to try putting stuff over there. But if you notice, I put something out every 5, 6, 10 days, man. And that's because of what YouTube's doing on their end. So, everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.